we are all packed up and ready to go. Last night we stayed at the Tuxaway campsite. You can't really see because it's bright, but that is the Tuxaway River leading into Lake Jocassee, and it's beautiful. It's a nice campsite. We have this nice flat area for our tents. The other sites also have picnic tables and said bear cables, but that is all we found. And I mean, it's not gonna stop a bear, but we put our food on one of those at another site and no bears bothered it. We haven't even seen a bear. Anyway, this campsite actually has the nice privy, which we usually stay away from them because they're just so gross, but this one was practically brand new. Still smelled like fresh cut lumber. Danielle says it's the nicest one she's ever seen, and she did the whole AT, so that's saying something. Anyway, we start off our hike with going up Heartbreak Ridge. 300 feet of elevation gain in 3/10 of a mile. So that's steep. Nothing more steep than stuff we've done before. Because usually I think, okay, if we're going up 1,000 feet of elevation in 1 mile, that's steep. And we've done that before. So nothing new for this trail. A lot more uphill today. There's a campsite in about 10.5, I want to say, called Rock Gap, I think. We want to try to go past that because there's, these last 3 days. Today's Thursday, so today and tomorrow it's a lot of uphill. Probably our hardest days per what everybody is saying, but the last few days have been challenging too. So if this is harder, we just need to get as far as we can so that the next day we don't have to go too far. We're trying to set ourselves up for only having to do 6 to 8 miles on the last day so that we can not be out on trail all day and get our ride to our hotel, and then we'll get a shower, and then that will be it. It's gonna go by fast, but we're having fun. It's hard work, but it's good, and we're outside and the birds are chirping. And yesterday Danielle thought she saw a bald eagle. I saw it real quick. We heard a loon on the river this morning, so that's cool. Lots of nature. Anyway, I'll talk to you later. Bye. Well, just got to the top of Heartbreak Ridge, I think, and it stairs like that, like the whole way up, which was challenging, and I'm out of breath, but took my time. Stopped every 10 steps or so to breathe, and not bad. 3.5 stars. Fair. Talk to you later. We'll see what it's like to get down off of Heartbreak Ridge. That'll be another story. I don't like going down when it's steep. We'll see. My bad. I was only about halfway up Heartbreak Ridge when I made that last video. It was a challenge, but doable. I'm glad it's done, but now I think we have to go down almost about the same. When you're going up and down, and then, before and after you're at the same elevation, we call that a PUD. Pointless up and down. Or PUDs. Pointless ups and downs. They're annoying. But, what are you going to do? The mountains have ridges, and so we have to go over them. That's just all you can do. Well, here we are on another nice bridge crossing, I think it's called Rock Creek. You can tell the sun doesn't get through a lot. A lot of the rocks have moss on them. It looks pretty magical. It's beautiful. So I think we are for sure up and over Heartbreak Ridge. And I need to see when the next water source is, see if I need to get some water, because we have another climb after this. All right, looks like we are leaving the gorgeous state park. So this trail weaves in and out of North and South Carolina. It's mostly in South Carolina, but I think we've been in North Carolina at least for the last day. And then we head back into South Carolina pretty soon. Then then I think we stay in South Carolina. But if I'm wrong, I'm sure I'll tell you. Stopping up partway up the hill for a snack. This morning's breakfast was Mountain House bacon and eggs, and still working on the exact amount of water to put into it, because what they tell you on the pouch is it's too much. So today was better than the last day, but my plan was to put it in a tortilla and make like a burrito, but it was still too watery for that. So now I have a pocket burrito. Keep it in my hip belt pocket, and every once in a while pull it out, take a couple bites, power me up the mountain. And maybe this will work better instead of eating a big meal all at once. Kind of spacing it out through the day or through the morning. It's what works best for my sister. I've never tried it, but we'll see. So, trail tortilla, pocket tortilla. Here we go. I just stopped at this little creek to get some water, have a snack, which this snack is a Snickers bar. I don't know if a lot of people enjoy the kind of food that you eat on trail, because it's dehydrated meals or instant mashed potatoes and that sort of thing is what I eat, but I love it because in my everyday life I don't eat those kinds of things. I like chocolate, but I would not probably sit down and have a whole Snickers bar as a snack, and have 300 calorie tortillas at lunch and ramen with chicken with 2 servings of instant mashed potatoes for my dinner. But out here on the trail, you need stuff that's light, that will rehydrate with just water, or it doesn't need water at all, and has high calories, and you need protein. Burning a lot of calories when you're hiking for 8 hours a day, or 10, 11 miles a day, up and down hills carrying 30 pounds. So I enjoy it. I'll detox when I get home. Well, I came around a corner and I see these plants. I don't know if it's in the yucca family or the palm family. It's the first time I've seen it here on the trail. So it's interesting looking. Reminds me of something I would see at home. But the trail has been pretty nice. Just had a gradual descent for over a mile. So after Heartbreak Ridge, we went up and over that, and then we went up again, and then your usual up and down and up and down. And then we were kind of on a flat, cruisy area for, felt like at least a mile. We were able to go pretty fast on that, and then had a gradual descent. That's very pretty. Oops. It looks almost neon orange and green. I think it's some sort of magnolia. When I have time off trail, I have to go look that up. We had that cruisy area, and then a gradual downhill. Ran into another couple of hikers going the other way, and they are just doing a partial hike to Whitewater Falls area, but that's a pretty good chunk of the trail. The next part of the plan is that we are gonna go to Dawkins Flat Campground, which is less than a mile after the Laurel Fork Falls campsite, which is not far from the Laurel Fork Falls, like waterfall. So that should be nice. That would put us at, I think I did the math, and it was 6.4 into our day. We're not 100% sure where we're going to stay today. Trying to figure that out. We'll see. Yeah, the weather is perfect today, but tomorrow there's a chance of rain. Later tonight I can get the forecast to see when there's going to be rain throughout the day. But then Saturday, 100% chance of rain. So we want to try to get in as many miles today as we can, so that way we have less to do tomorrow when it's raining, and then even more importantly, less to do Saturday when we know that it's going to be raining, and then we'll have our shuttle driver pick us up at the end of that day. We don't want to end too late in the day. So I think our plan had us doing about 11 today, but maybe we could just do one more, because that would help. We'll see. Here we are at Laurel Fork Falls. It's really beautiful, and it kind of comes down and kind of goes off to the side. We're almost to our lunch break, going to the Dawkins Flat campsite, where someone in Far Out says they think fairies live there. So I'm going to go see if I can find some fairies. Well, we are here at Dawkins Flat campsite, which is beautiful. I didn't even check to see if there were flat sites because we were only here for lunch, but there is a waterfall and it really is magical. A lot of butterflies flying around and just a great spot. 5 stars, would recommend. Alright, here we are at Virginia Hawkins Waterfalls, or Virginia Hawkins Falls. Let's try not to fall. Oh, so pretty. Just a minute ago I was telling Kodiak, you know, the trouble with this trail having so many water features and waterfalls is you kind of get desensitized. And you're like, oh yeah, another waterfall. But it is really beautiful. Wow, this one is a little bit different. Beautiful. It really is. All right, well, we stopped for a water break and got the weather forecast for tomorrow. There's a chance of rain, but it's not until 3 p.m. So that's good. We're going to try to get up and out of camp earlier tomorrow, get as many miles done as we can before 3 p.m. But for now, we have about 3 miles left until we get to camp. It's another dry campsite, but water is only 0.1 before it, so it's not as far. Well, I wasn't going to make this short and sweet, but there's a blowdown, and I got to get past that, so I got to put the camera away. From a distance, I thought this was mountain laurel, but it's what I like to call future berries. I don't know if they're going to be raspberries or blackberries, but they're going to be some sort of berries this summer. And whoever is here, animal or human, you get to eat a lot of them. You can eat them all. Way up there, and then you're down the trail. Future berries. Apparently these beetles love to eat this mushroom, or whatever this is. Well, we're coming down the mountain, and in that clearing there, that is Flat Rock Campsite at mile marker 58.9, I think. We are going to push on, though, because we feel like even if we could just do one more mile, it will set us up better for tomorrow and the next day. So once we pass this campsite, we have 0.9, not even a whole mile to our campsite. I'd love to get to camp by 5. It's 4:40 right now. I'm not a very fast hiker, but if the terrain is easy, I'll get there by 5. We shall see. Got a little old school communication on the trail. A little hard to see, but that's K-E-E-P, keep, hiking, H2O, that way. So like I had said, well, there's water here, but we are camping at a dry campsite. So we need to get water before we get there. Bug flew into my mouth. And she has the Far Out app, so she can see that there's water ahead. I have a paper map. We have, different information on each one. So it's nice that she let me know because she is ahead of me. She's a little faster. So I'm glad I didn't stop to get water. Sometimes our water source is a rushing river, and sometimes it's this. But it's still good. We have good filters. And so we will have plenty of clean, drinkable water.